Hello again, I hope you all had a nice Easter. Today I'm going to show you how to tie a blob. Very basic fly, but a lot of people seem to have trouble with it. I'm going to be using an angling water hook, and it's the size 8, and what it is basically the equivalent of a Camazan B160, which I'm finding increasingly more difficult to get a hold of. The thread I'm going to be using today is the black uni thread, 8/0, and the first thing I'm going to do is cast on a layer of thread. The thing I like about these angling water hooks is the wide gape, which I like to have for my blob patterns. For the tail I'm just going to use some crystal flash. Just take a little bit. I'm going to catch that in at the end here, like so. I want to bulk this body up slightly, so I'm going to bring back the remaining fibres over the top and then just tie them all in. Now I've left about a good 1/8 of an inch at the front of the hook here, because that's where I think most people start to run into problems when they're trying to finish their blob. They've not left enough room at the front of the hook. So I've got that in place now. I'm going to take that back about 15/16 of an inch, the overall fly length now keeping within international rules. Now what I've done with this, I've just got some orange fritz here. I've pre-soaked it in water, and when I'm tying a lot of blobs I find this helps immensely with the tying. I've stripped away some of the core. I haven't got the gel fritz, it's just ordinary blob fritz, and I've stripped some of the core back. I'm going to bring my thread down to where I finish my tail off, and I'm going to catch that core in. Now I've got to be careful here because I'm using the 8/0 instead of the 6. I don't want to snap the thread, because you can be a bit heavy handed when tying blobs. So I've got my blob fritz nice and wet. First thing I'm going to do is one turn, and after each turn I don't need to lick my thumb and forefinger because I've already pre-wetted the fritz, and every time I turn I'm just sweeping it back with my thumb and forefinger, like so, and we'll bring that all the way up to the eye, if you can bear with me. Now what I'm looking for now as I approach the eye is the opportunity to finish the fly. I want to have a decent head. Now it might be difficult to see. I'm going to stop there. I'm about 2 millimeters now from the bend of the eye. I'm going to bring my thread over and just put 2 or 3 holding turns to make sure the fritz doesn't just disintegrate before my eyes, and then I'm going to snip that away. Again, everything pulled to the rear now, and I'm going to start right at the eye and work my thread backwards to form a neat head. I've got to say, I'm not a big fan of blobs, but I am a big fan of catching fish, and these will catch your fish all day long. So when needs must, I've got no qualms about it. I'll happily fish a blob. A couple of half hitches to finish off, and I'm going to trim that away. Now you can use Sally Hansen hard as nails to finish the head off, or as I'm going to do, I'm going to use some Vineyards with a dubbing needle. Just to secure the head. Once that's done then, a trick I've learned, what I would usually do is just put that to the side now and let it dry for a bit, but we obviously haven't got the time for that in the video, so what I'm going to use is bring in not my dubbing brush but this brush. I got it from one of the pound shops. They come in packs of 3, very cheap, but what they're ideal for is brushing out your blobs. Now what I do is brush everything forward to start with, and then everything to the rear, and hopefully my thread won't come undone, because I've just recently varnished it and it is liable to come undone. But you can see once that's done, you've got a nice sort of teardrop shape with a blob, and it's very simple to do. I hope that's been helpful to you. Thanks for watching.